We're just two friends who love the movies, call each other every morning. Hey, good morning, Mitch.
Hey Sam, you know, being on the call with you just a few minutes before we started recording really cheered me up, dude.
Dude, yeah, man. I mean, uh, you know, wanting to talk about life, because of course the movie called podcast is important, but life is important as well. So, yeah, Mitch, what have you been up to, man? What have you been watching? And are you? I know you haven't been excited about any of the awards ceremonies, but tomorrow is officially the Oscars
What?
nominations.
Oh, that's tomorrow?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I am excited about that. I know, look, everybody, I know the Academy is a sinking ship, and I'm going down with it, man.
yeah.
I still love this stuff, like no matter how bad they mess up. So yeah, I'm excited for the nominations. Do you know who's presenting them?
I don't. I want to say I saw, but then like I don't know. I I'm sure when I get to work, I'll look it up and see who it is. But
Yeah, so I mean, do you want to? So I think they'll announce them after you're already at work, so might be
yeah,
the
no, no,
next thing when
no.
we talk about.
Well, we can do. Well, actually, I wouldn't be able to record tomorrow. Because I will be I'll be going to a school to talk to some high schoolers for work.
Citizen Sam, at it again.
No,
Um,
no, I might no. Originally it was supposed to be my boss, but she asked me if I could go in her place. So um, I was like, all right, well I'll go.
I just
Uh,
can't help it. I think he did something like that before, where it was like a job fair, and it reminded me of that episode of The Office where
yeah, I just had a single paper.
they go stumping for. Yeah, that's the one. So I'm gonna definitely be looking forward to that, and I'll hopefully get to listen in while I
Yeah,
work. But
me too, and we'll have to talk about it. We'll have to our next
exactly, yeah,
episode will most likely be our Oscar nominations and our reactions to
yeah.
that.
But
But
for now, I did want to talk about a movie I know you saw.
okay, go for it, man.
We checked out Relay.
Oh yeah, man, how did you like that?
Man, I loved it. I loved it. I love what this
Yeah, dude.
guy does. And movies like this, where I like where a character, the protagonist, is very, meticulous and ordered. And like scripts like this, man, they're never ever gonna get any nomination attention, but they're so hard to write. Like there's
Yeah,
so
I
many
agree.
like details
So many
and
layers.
cause and effect, and it was really fun to watch. And Riz Ahmed is awesome. And yeah, man, as you know, spoilers, it's got some fun twists.
Yeah, it has some twists, dude. My thing was I I was loving this whole movie. And honestly, it might have been in my top 20 movies of the
If it
year.
weren't for the twist.
No, 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 no. I'm not. I don't have an issue with the twist. I love the twist.
Okay.
I felt like the whole movie was so damn cool, man. It was
It was.
so fresh that the ending was kind of a bit generic, if that makes
I
sense.
I kind of agree. Um, I didn't. The very last scene was, yeah, a little. It fizzled out, but actually was a little cool. The twist was exciting, and I liked the way that they executed it. But I was a little disappointed because, and this had to be there for the twist to work. But I was so invested in the potential love story, and
Yeah,
it's only after it's revealed not to be one that you realize how implausible it was anyway. Um, like that you realize that Lily James, she was it was such a subtle seductress. Like there's no
yeah,
way, but like that she doesn't know for the first, half of their exchange, or she's not supposed to know that he's like a guy her age, but she's like hitting on him, and like that he falls for it just kind of speaks to how lonely his character is, sick of being alone, and
Yeah,
I liked it a lot. And like in the scene where they actually get on the phone for the first time, but I was like, she was like, I was like, it's a little ridiculous, I was thinking to myself because she's like obviously like, basically seducing him over the phone, in a very
yeah,
subtle way, but like I was like, she doesn't even know, like as far as she knows. Now we know that she did know, but as far as she knows, this is just like a relay operator. But I was still
yeah.
like taken in by that's kind of the power of the screenplay and the structure and the
And the
direction.
acting and the
Yeah,
acting
and
too.
the acting. Yeah.
I thought she was
Yes.
great, man. I thought Riz Ahmed was fantastic. I absolutely love that whole thing about it's called relay, right? Or is that what they call it? Relay
Yeah, the
message,
relay service.
relay service. I had no idea. Well, I think I did, but I didn't know that the government is not allowed to. Is that true? Did you look it up? I didn't look it up.
I didn't look it up. That they're not allowed to what?
To like listen in and stuff like that.
Oh, to the relay service?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that it's a little far-fetched for anyone to suspect that the government, you know, has some kind of stoppage somewhere that they're honoring. Maybe that's too cynical of me, but
yeah,
um,
yeah. I
yeah,
mean, I thought this movie had it was very similar to movies like The Conversation, right?
sure.
And Blowout or Blow Up.
Who
Um,
wrote this one? Do you know?
I don't know, but I know McKinsey directed it.
I can't believe that. I usually would look up who wrote it when I go to write about it, but I haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, movies like this I love so much, man. It's just it's such a exciting thriller. And it has some heart too. Like I like the addiction subplot, like that always works for me. In some ways, you could think of that as like kind of low-hanging fruit for character
Yeah,
development, but it
yeah.
always just sort of works on me
I
because
think it's all about the actor, right? Like
yeah, that's probably true.
who's able to sell it, and Riz Ahmed is just like you believe that he was an addict, right? You just he
Oh
makes it so
yeah,
easy to
it's
believe it.
another funny thing. Like he did, this is in Sound of Metal. He was an addict who knew sign language, and in this one, he's an addict to sign language. I wondered if I don't exactly know the concept of inclusion writers, but isn't it something in your contract where you say like I'll be a part of this movie if this kind of certain threshold of diversity is represented? Uh, do you
Maybe
know? I just remember like Frances McDormand like starting her acceptance speech with it one year at the Oscars. She like walked up there and grabbed her statue and she's like inclusion writers, and I'm like, what is that? And it was something to that. I'll have to look it up, and maybe somebody that's listening can correct me. But I was wondering at that moment if he had something like that in his contract to include deaf actors or something.
it wouldn't surprise me, man. I think he's very supportive of that. I'm I don't want to don't quote me on this, but I even think he was one of the producers on this, if I'm not mistaken. Uh,
That would make sense to me. I feel like yeah, they someone so he's done really well in his career, but he's not like I guess he's not like a conventional male lead.
no,
And so I feel like people like him will often when they get a little traction, which he definitely has, they'll go
and
out
we
of their way
forget that
to
he's an
produce
Oscar
products.
winner.
So he won for, was it like a short film?
It
Something
was a
offbeat.
short film. Yeah, as a short
Yeah,
film.
that's why I don't think it's fair, dude, because you'll see like a movie that he's acting in and it'll say Academy Award winner Riz Ahmed, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not for your acting. Uh, and it's not that it's less of an accomplishment, but the point of them putting it in the trailer is that you're about to see this guy act. Um, so I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's almost as if like whenever they would introduce R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, Academy Award winner Kobe Bryant, because he won. He won,
Exactly.
right?
It's a little misleading, but okay.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I'm glad you liked it. I hope Lori enjoyed it as well.
She did, yeah.
Very old school. Love movies like that, and you know, I agree with you. It's easily one of the better movies, even if the ending kind of goes into a traditional route. I watched a movie that was very kind of old school as well, man.
Hmm.
The Rip. Did you end up catching that with
Oh
Matt Damon?
no, yeah, no, I didn't. I'm excited for
Ah,
that one.
man. Yeah, I recommend you checking that one out. I thought it was solid. I think the twist works. It's one of those movies that for a lot of people, maybe the first like 20 minutes are going to be a little slower, or 20 or 30 minutes, but it's all there. It's meaningful because they're laying down the groundwork. And dude, I was looking at Joe Rogan's episode with him and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Did you end up watching that?
Yeah, I listened to that one.
What did you think of it?
I like those two guys, and basically, I enjoyed listening to them talk for 2 hours.
Yeah, I always tell people, I'm like, I've never seen Ben Affleck more happier when than he is with Matt Damon. Like he could be with, whoever he's dating that year, and he would not look as happy as he is whenever he's with his buddy old Matt
Whoever
Damon.
he's dating that year. That's sad. Well,
Yeah.
look, he's dude, that could have if we had made Good Will Hunting instead of them, then they would be sitting here recording their phone calls, and we would be like, at the Academy Awards and stuff.
That's true. Or you and Wesley, because that's like our that's the ongoing joke I always make is you're Ben Affleck and Wesley's Matt Damon because he looks very similar to him.
Right. Okay. And because I'm depressed, massively depressed.
Yeah, not because you look like Ben Affleck.
And just because I'm always outside chain smoking.
Yeah, Matt Damon is the better one of the two.
But yeah, it's cool like how I mean, both been massively successful, and it's an awesome story. But you know what? I was thinking about when I was listening to that and looking forward to the rip and everything, as I was like, dude, that movie Air, that wasn't a very good movie if you ask me.
Oh, I thought it was pretty damn good, man. I really did enjoy that.
Yeah, that one. Even I went back and rewatched the trailer, and I'm like, yeah, I forgot. It's just like it's almost like this trailer feels like a satire of an Oscar bait movie or something. It's like is because there's one line delivery where they're like, who is this player? And Matt Damon's like, it's Michael Jordan. And the way he says it is like everybody already knows who that is, which we do. We're watching the movie, but in the world of the movie, nobody,
Yeah.
cares who he is. He's like, it's Michael Jordan. Dun dun dun. It's like so
Dude,
goofy.
oh man, why are you hating on? Like, no, I thought Air was quite good. I remember going to watch that in theaters. They were having a special screening because it was an Amazon movie, and so I remember checking that out in theaters and
You
with
catch it in 3D.
in 3D. Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
like bad lines are like flying off the screen, they say.
dude. No, man. So I highly recommend The Rip. It even has that a very touching true story to it. I won't reveal anything, but it is based off of a true life, right? And
Well, that's
so,
cool. I gotta be
yeah.
honest with you. I don't think I'm gonna be seeing that until like May, probably.
Why do you say that?
Well, I'm gonna be grinding through March to the Oscars with 2025 movies, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna be taking a month off as usual. And
Yeah, it's
then next thing you
usually
know, the year's halfway over, and I'm finally watching. And then it'll probably be later than that because usually after the month's over, I don't want to be watching current movies. I want to watch, back, movies from
that
the past that I haven't gotten to.
that's
Uh,
true. So if you don't know, folks, Mitch, he crams in as much movies, 2025 movies as he can. and then he takes the month off, and then I always forget that the month after the month off, he goes to his TCM movies and classic movies and but hey Mitch, one second, I'm gonna order me a coffee.
You don't say.
Hi, welcome to Scooters. Can I get you started with a
Hey.
bacon burrito today?
Oh no, I'm okay,
That's
man.
good. She
Can,
Okay,
says her
what can I
line.
get started for you?
can I get a small salted caramel waffle latte?
Hot iced or blended?
Iced.
Okay, how else can I help you?
How many espresso shots does that come with?
It comes with
Oh,
two.
be
Can I
careful.
only
You
get one?
you
Only
think
one
good
shot?
job,
Yeah,
Okay.
Sam.
just one shot in it, and that'll be it.
Alrighty,
Good
you can
job.
scoot on around.
Thank you.
Salted caramel waffle? Wow, dude, it's a good thing you're going small on one shot of espresso, dude, because this is gonna have you barking like a rabbit at work today.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, what's up? Hey guys, how you doing? Dude, no,
You-
I woke up early. I woke up when Vanessa woke up, and I just could not go back to sleep. She usually wakes up like around 4:45 to get ready, and dude, I just could not go back to sleep. And
Well, are you working from home today?
no, I'm not. I'm so today I worked so Monday I worked from home. Yesterday, today I worked from uh the office, and then tomorrow I'll go directly to the school that I need to go to. After I get out around 12:30, I'm gonna go home and work the rest of the day from home.
I got you.
Yeah, and so they're hoping that we're gonna go to a hybrid schedule, possibly in March or April. They said.
Okay.
So
Well, you
yeah,
want me to hit you with one more movie?
go for it, dude. I'm all ears.
I checked out Alex Garland's Warfare.
Oh, nice. Another 2025, man. You really are trying to catch up.
It's happening, man. It's happening. But that movie is rough, man.
Oh, dude. So I I haven't rewatched it yet because it is a hard movie to rewatch, right? But I will say, me and Vanessa went to go watch that movie in theaters together, and dude, the sound design
That's what I was about to say. Yep.
on that movie, and I even followed up with a few people I know that actually have been in war, right? Like one of my coworkers, he's been overseas a few tours, and I was talking to him. I was like, "How accurate is this movie?" And he was saying it was pretty accurate. Everything that I've heard from people have been saying this is one of the most realistic war movies they've ever seen, that they've gone to war. But the
Yeah,
sound of the gunfire, dude, Jesus, man.
and what they do with the sound cinematically, at times, it depletes, it goes away, and or it's muffled, or it's really artistic. Even as these people are saying that it's realistic. It's also cinematic. It's very, very intriguing. I don't think it's going to get an Oscar nomination or anything for that, but
I
uh,
I highly doubt it, but it deserves it, and I even think that it deserves the win. And I know a lot of people are going to be rooting for F1 in this category, but
which I don't mind at all.
I
But
I, I don't mind.
the the sound design is something that stood out to me too, and just I don't know I'm struggling for the right word for it, but um, uh,
It felt very
mechanics
visceral for
the
me.
mechanics of warfare, and what it's a
I'm a
very uh,
hey.
I guess he's got to get his you know Sam's in the war zone too, getting his uh, waffle truffle icicle caramel salted
Here you go.
pickle latte espresso.
Here you are.
All right.
Have a good day. Thank
Thank you.
you.
You too.
Oh, I love those little human interactions.
Yeah,
You've got
man.
a
It's
beautiful life.
it's
But
it's
back
the
to back
small
to Afghan
details.
back to the Middle East, and the they isolate them in one room, right?
Yeah.
And it's basically just I mean, the whole movie is like them almost. They're like a squad that's supposed to provide sniper support for another squad,
Yeah,
and there's some people get wounded, and they try to evacuate them, and it's like all of the everybody has to be doing their job right under impossible circumstances, um, and it's very. I'm really struggling for the word, but it's very. Um,
I mean, like I said before, I felt like it was very visceral in that.
it
Uh,
is visceral, but also it's more like a work a day, like that everybody has to be like hitting their marks and doing their job right and crossing their T's and dotting their
it it
I's.
was one of my favorite subgenres, Mitch, is uh process movies about
Yes, yes,
process.
yes,
And
yes. Very good.
this movie was a movie about a process, right?
Yeah, the
Like we're
procedure is the main thing. Like who they need to call, how what order they need to do things, how they need to make things
yeah,
happen exactly right. Uh, um, and then when you see them in that process and in that procedure, and then when the times come where they have to do something that's outside of those lines,
yeah,
it makes it more effective when they step outside the lines because they've been so diligent with the procedure. A
yep.
very fascinating and pretty short movie. I'm glad I watched it. I'm gonna be thinking about it.
Yeah, it was I want to say it was under 90 minutes if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was brief.
Did you watch it with Lori?
No, I watched it solo.
Solo? Okay. Yeah, man. One of the other things that caught me off guard was the opening scene. Man, I
Oh
felt like
yeah.
that really really established. Like, hey, these are guys. Just
Yeah,
normal guys,
it's guys
man.
that you would know, it's guys that you went to high school with, and now they're in this situation, and it's like you think about the guys you were goofing off with in high school, and you're like, oh, could they also, have this on their shoulders, and could they also be in this situation? And it was based off guys who were in this situation actually, and based entirely, it says, off their memories, and they try to recreate from their memories this really horrible, this single scene in the day of the life of that war. So it
Yeah,
was,
I'm glad that the movie's titled Warfare, so a lot of people were expecting, oh man, it's going to be all out, but I'm glad that they focused on one setting, right? That's all they need.
yeah.
That's
And I
all they
think they were
needed.
playing with that expectation, Sam, that they were like, when you hear the word warfare, what do you imagine? This? Okay, well, it's actually kind of probably more like this, like,
Yeah.
so it was really good in that way. But yeah, I gotta hop off, man. But thanks for the call.
Yeah, man. We'll talk later, and we'll probably have our Oscar nominations talk next time.
Looking forward.
See ya.